Hello, in today's video I will show you how to add inset pockets to your project. Inset pockets are a step up from traditional patch pockets, giving a clean, modern look while keeping the stitching hidden on the inside, which offers a professional finish for beginners still working on their seaming skills. To start, we will make a lining. The size of this will determine the size of your pocket, so make it whatever size you desire, the size of your hand or your phone, or whatever size is stated in your pattern. You can make the lining the same colour as your project or use a different yarn if you want to do some stash busting. I'm using a contrast colour to make it easier for you to see what's happening. Once your linings are complete, you knit the front panel of your sweater or cardigan as normal. For this construction, bottom up is easier. So knit to where you want your pocket opening to be, or however many rows and stitches are stated in your pattern. And we're going to remove a stitch from the machine and pop it onto waste yarn. I like to put my needle into the project just to keep it handy. Then grab your lining and with a purl side up and the yarn tail on the left, replace the stitch with one from the pocket lining. Push the stitch down onto the pins and move on to the next one. Lift the project stitch, pop it onto waste yarn, and replace it with the next stitch from your lining. And same again, remove a stitch and replace it. Let's take a closer look. So lifting the stitch with my loom pick, put it onto waste yarn, find your next stitch on your lining. I like to use the white waste yarn here to help open up the stitch and guide it over the needle. Remove the waste yarn on the lining as you go, as this can get tight and limit your movement. Make sure everything is pushed down so it knits properly and move on to the next one. And continue those steps until you run out of lining stitches. If you are finding the last few stitches difficult, you can use the tail to give yourself some more slack. That's why it's very important to attach the lining with the tail off to the left. So this is what you should end up with. It looks very weird and looks like you might have done something wrong, but if yours looks like this, then you did it right, and it's time to complete the rest of your front panel as normal. Now it's time to sew in the pocket. I've added in some stitch markers here, which is just this row all the way down on both sides, and then 11 rows up from the bottom. My pattern has 10 rows of ribbing, so yours might be different. But this way, when I turn it over, I know exactly where I want to anchor my corners. And with this being a black sweater, reading my stitches is very difficult, and I want to ensure I'm stitching this in straight and flat, so I don't end up with a wonky or puckering pocket. Then I'm just going to sew this down, along and up. You can of course use your cast on and off tails for this, but as mine is a contrast yarn and I don't want to risk my stitches peeking through to the right side, I will sew mine in using black yarn. So for the sides, I did mattress stitch, going into a stitch on the lining, grabbing 2 bars from the main fabric, and then back into the next stitch on the lining. You can do this or a simple running stitch. I have done both and they look fine from the front. For the bottom edge, I did Kitchener stitch, but again, a simple whip stitch is fine. I'll link my tutorials on these stitches in the cards and in the description. Now it's time to sort out the top edge. For this, you will need a small piece of waste yarn and a crochet hook. I'm using a 6.5mm, but your size will depend on the gauge of your project, but usually a 6, a 6.5 or a 7 will work fine. So grab your working yarn and leave a quite long tail, as we can use it for seaming at the end. So I'm just going to do 2x2 ribbing, so that's 2 knits and 2 purls all the way along. Let me zoom in. So to knit, push your hook into the stitch from right to left, yarn over and pull up the loop. One more like that. Then to purl, yarn in front, insert your hook left to right and pull up a loop. Continue that all the way along, make sure you start and end with a knit stitch, as this will make seaming easier. Now grab your waste yarn and move the stitches from the hook onto the waste yarn. Now we turn our work and purl the pearls and knit the knits. The pearls will have a little bar underneath them and the knits will not. And at the end, move all the stitches onto the waste yarn. I recommend you leave the original waste yarn in just as a lifeline, so that if you make a mistake, you can just start again without worrying about everything unraveling. I like to do 4 rows, but you can do as many as you wish, as long as it's an even number. Once you are happy, you can remove the lifeline and bind off. To do this, knit the first 2 stitches, and then pull the second loop through the first. So on to the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2. On the last stitch, pull up a longish tail and cut the yarn. Then use the tails to stitch down the edges and you are done. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a heart emoji in the comments. If you would like to see a video on the full cardigan, then please subscribe. The pattern and the full tutorial will be released in November. If you are watching this video in the future, then the pattern will be linked in the description and the video link will be on the screen right now. Bye! Thanks for watching!